Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Are you coming up here? Okay, come on. Thanks, Steven's one. Okay, so now that Min is in her spot, I am in my spot. The tea is in its spot. I guess we're ready to start. Um, Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. We have a red background again. Um, let's see, what else? I'm making this in the middle of the day because my sleep cycle just does weird stuff whenever it feels like, and so now I'm falling asleep like somewhere in the mid-afternoon or evening, and then waking up at like midnight, and then I'm awake. Yay! Um, so I have to like make my video comparatively early today because I don't know when I'm gonna fall asleep, but it will probably not be in a long time from now. So um, Minerva, could you perhaps park it and like not wiggle so much? Min's mad because she just got stepped on by accident earlier, and she's still in kind of a snit about it. I know it's not your fault. I know. I'm sorry. It's not my fault either. I wasn't involved at all. Um, so let's see. Uh, I don't have any really good puppy updates for this week. Um, I will say that I said like on a couple weeks ago now, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, that Alex kept barking at me in the middle of the night because he would assume that I was a burglar because he would hear me like walk through the kitchen or something and like make a noise, and he would assume that it was some sort of burglar, and he would come running in barking. He has finally like that went on for like I would say probably a couple of weeks. And then he seems to have, knock on wood, he seems to have um, sort of adjusted to the idea that it's probably more likely to be me when someone is walking through the house in the middle of the night, as I do every single night. It's probably more likely to be me than a burglar, and so now he mostly comes to check first before he like starts barking and freaking out. Sometimes he'll woof a little bit very quietly as he's on his way in. Um, so, in case it is a burglar, they know. But mostly he seems to have decided like to just assume it's me until he gets some other evidence. Although I was in here watching a show with Min the other day, and the audio on it was really, really soft, and so I had turned it up because like all the dialogue was mixed very, very quietly. So I had turned the speaker up so that I could hear at least part of the sounds. And then, of course, there was an extremely loud sound effect, and the puppies both were outside, um, not outside, but like out in the other part of the house. And they came bursting in, barking to save me from the burglar, apparently. And then it was just me in here, and there was no burglar, and they were like, "Oh well, we don't know what to do now." So I mean, they're very they're very loud, is what they are. They're very brave. They're very brave puppies. I appreciate them trying to save me all the time. Um, but if they could stop barking in the middle of the night, or honestly during the day as well, that would be nice. Um, the cats now are pretty much just like some of the cats are like fine. They are pretty much okay with it. Pouncy is not afraid of the puppies at all, but she really enjoys tormenting them. She really, really enjoys like pinning them, you know, in a room and not letting them through the door, things like that. Um, Peter also enjoys this, but not as much as Pouncy does. Um, Malone is very annoyed with them still, and he's he doesn't see, they want to play. They want to bark and like chase and whatever. And Polly will chase back and forth with them. Like it'll be like Polly chasing them this way, and then they all turn around, and then they chase Polly this way, and then they all turn around, and then Polly chases them back this way. And this will go on for an incredible amount of time as they run through the house. Um, so Polly will do this with them, and Peter will play with them sort of to an extent. Um, but the other cats don't really want to like play with puppies, and they don't understand why the cats don't want to play with them. And so they keep trying to like play, and like some of the older cats are just like, no, absolutely not. And Malone is very annoyed with them, so he's gotten kind of attitudinal the last few days. So now it's like a constant like being a buffer between the cats and the puppies. Um, Specifically Malone because he just has a bad attitude now, which is unusual because normally Malone's pretty easygoing, but he's very irritated now. He's in a snit. Um, so yeah. Other than that, it's going pretty well thus far. Knock on wood. Um, I feel like there was another thing that I was gonna say, but I didn't write it down and I've forgotten. How that is a quite a horn I have happening there. I always have like this weird curl right in this one spot. I always have lots of weird curls, but this one in particular is very protruding, and it really has like a thing happening pretty much all the time. But sometimes it gets really extra excited about doing that. So um, I guess I'm done. I don't really have anything to talk about, so I guess that's it. Malone, are you coming over here? We have had to have many talks today about not tormenting the puppies, and he does not really feel that any of my points are valid in this particular area. Um, so, okay, I guess I'm done. I love you all very much. I hope everybody's doing okay. I feel like it's been a very long week. Why has it been such a long week? Surely it's the same number of days, but it feels like it's been a long time. Um, so I love you all. I hope you're doing okay. I will see you next week. Don't forget to be awesome.